This is Real Rap 100, where we have a real rap, and we keep it 100. Hosted by Marcus Hall.
This is your moment. Y'all gotta understand, there's nothing like the Kingdom Choice Awards on the planet.
Hey, what's good, y'all? It's the kid, Jared Sanders, a.k.a. Mr. Hope is Dope, a.k.a. Mr. Talk to Me Nice, a.k.a. all that good stuff. Anyway, I'll be back in New York, September the 28th. Ain't you excited? What you talking about, man? Why you not hype enough for me? I'm not feeling the lack of hypeness that you need to be having. I'm touching base back in New York for the first time in 5 years. Y'all need to be excited as me. Salute to the KCAs. Salute to everybody that recommended the homie for best lyricist and for best album. I can't wait to show what I got. I'm gonna be touching the stage. I got a whole bunch of crazy stuff planned for y'all, man. But I really appreciate the KCAs for inviting the kid back out. It's never, ever, ever an inconvenience. Salute to y'all. I'll see y'all September the 28th.
No creative player, don't try to play me. I'm rocking with Hova, but not a Jay-Z. I think of the level he on, and I say I'm an underachiever like Bron and AD. Told me to...
Yeah, this your boy Rick Montero here to let you know. Saturday, September 28th, Kingdom Choice Awards. Biggest night in CHH. If you've been there in the past, you already know how we putting it up. Make sure you hit the site, get your tickets on time, and get ready. Cause these Christians ain't running. No.
We'll play fit when it come to deliverance. We casting legions of demons, stone cold and belligerent. Let them know what the business is, stand firm. It's 66 slugs in this clip, boy, that bang burn.
This is Real Rap 100, where we have a real rap, and we keep it 100. Hosted by Marcus Hall.
Yo, what's going on, people? It's your boy Marcus Hall, and I want to welcome you to another episode of Real Rap 100, where we have real rap and we keep it 100. This platform is sponsored by Kingdom Time Enterprises, which is a multimedia production company that specializes in Christian hip-hop promotion, event promotion, and videography and video production. And we just push urban kingdom culture. So yeah, we back again with a fourth episode of Road to Kingdom Choice Awards 2024. And listen, we are just a week away before the jump off of the weekend, which kicks off on Friday the 27th live from Church City, New York. And it will be the pre-show. So You Think You Got Bars. Now listen, I need y'all to be ready for this one because it's going to be big. This is how it's looking. We have 7 contestants. Architect from Harlem, New York. We have Highlight Reel from Atlanta, Georgia. We have Forever from New Haven, Connecticut. Q-Flow from Philly. We have Lyricy from Brooklyn, New York. We have Malachi the Truth from Harlem. And we also have High Def Tone from Philadelphia. Listen, it's going to be crazy. 4 rounds, 1 stage, only one can win it. And the winner will be going to the KCA the following day. So listen, I need y'all to pull up, get your tickets at Eventbrite. You can also pay on the door. But listen, I advise you to get your tickets. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't know what's going to happen. We know people are getting excited. We know people are bringing their supporters. You know what I'm saying? Because not only will these 7 be touching the stage, but we have a celebrity panelist who will be touching the stage, who will be judging this competition. Bang! That's how it's looking. You know what I'm saying? We have DJ Focus from the Fix Radio Show. We have Dice Gamble from the Fix Radio Show. And also, Our special guest that night will be one of our honorary recipients for the KCA, the legend himself, Precise. They was on here last week. They was talking about how it was going to go down. And let me tell you something. It is not going to be an easy walk for none of them. You know what I'm saying? Because these panelists are not playing. And they ain't scared of nobody. You know what I'm saying? They're going to say it how it is. They're going to judge it how it is. And listen, let me tell you something. This event is serious. The first round, 2 people are going home. It's called survival of the fittest. You know what I'm saying? The second round, 2 people are going home. You know what I mean? And then it goes to the third round, which will be the semifinal. 1 will go home, and then the remaining 2, they will be in the final. And listen, man, all of them have got skills. I can't call it. I don't know who's going to take it home. I don't know who's going to be touching the KCA stage the following day. But hey, you have to be in the building because we're not doing a live. We're not doing a live stream. If you're not in the building, you miss it. It's that simple. You know what I'm saying? For those who are jumping on, please share the live. Let them know that Real Rap 100 is live. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to get on with the show. But you know, I can't go no further without introducing my co-host, my brother. You know, I call him the barologist. You know what I'm saying? Man of God, give it up for my brother, Richard Dolphin, y'all.
Yeah. We ready, man. We here. KCA's is amongst us. It's that
That's
time, man. Get your tickets. It's going down. Yo, I'm super hyped for the pre-show, man.
Word.
I'm super hyped for the pre-show. Make sure that you get your tickets because space is limited. Space is limited. You know what I mean? So last thing we want to do is turn people away, man, because I know it's going to be an epic night, man. It all goes down at Church City, USA, man. Queens, New York, man. I tell you this. I'm looking at the lineup and I'm over here like, yo, really? Mm-hmm. And anybody could, you know, and also what I'm hype about, Marcus, is the fact that when was the last time you see something like this? Right. You know what I mean? Right. Where it's one thing you might be seeing different awards where it's like, okay, we're gonna do a 16, all right, or you have a verse, or you have an acapella and you choose the best acapella. But nah, this is go song for song. If you want to go acapella. So the chess match, and I'm thinking even as a performer, man, like, yo, like this is, I ain't never seen that. And it's gonna be judged. And it's gonna be judged by people who know what they're talking about. You have a certified Christian hip hop legend, a Hall of Famer for real, and Precise. And you got Dice Gamble and DJ Focus who've been holding it down on the media and on a radio set, man, for like how many award winning, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? When it comes down to Christian hip hop media, man. So listen, you got to be in the building. Like Marcus said it, man. You said it best, man. Ain't no live stream. It's not going to be recorded. You got to be in it to win it, man. So, and then the following day is the granddaddy of them all, man. The Christian hip hop WrestleMania, which is the Kingdom Choice Awards 2024. Bro, we've been doing this since 2009.
2009.
2009. Put some
respect on our name, B. You know what I'm saying?
Marcus, how does it feel for you? You know what I'm saying? Even though I know we got guests, but before we even get to that, how does it feel for you knowing that, listen, you've been spearheading this since 2009? You know, I know, did you ever think we'd get to here? We be in 2024. Like, they're still doing this. Talk about it. I mean,
honestly, I didn't really, I never anticipated this. You know what I'm saying? And you know, bro, since the third year, I've been quitting every year. Every year I say, this is the last one. I'm done with this. You know, but for some reason, God has kept putting the battery in my back. And I just give it all to God, man. It's by his grace that we're still here. It's by his grace that we've been able to start it at the Cumble Theater in Brooklyn. And it's by his grace that we took a leap of faith almost 3 years ago now. I moved it to the symphony space, which is more than double the capacity, double the expense, more than double the expense. But it was a leap of faith, and we just stepped out, and God has been doing the rest, man. So that's all I can say, bro. Like, it's just a blessing that we're still here. It's a blessing that God has just used us. And I always say, man, if this was the last one, I'd be content. You know what I'm saying? Knowing like, hey, we put in our work. We left a mark. We've impacted so many lives through this ministry. Right. And it's just been a blessing. And for me, I've learned so much. I've grown so much. And I've developed endurance. You know what I'm saying?
Say that again. That part.
Yeah, man.
The endurance, man. Let that be a word to somebody, man, who trying to build, man. It takes endurance and perseverance, man. And you definitely exhibited that, man. I got one more before we start. One more question. One more question before we start. Because it means something coming from you, right? You've been doing Kingdom Choice Awards since 2009. Can you give me your at least 3 moments that stand out?
Wow.
Your 3 standout moments. Like, you know what I'm saying? Give me 3 standout. If you can't do 3, or name like one moment that was like, yo, this happened here. You know what I'm saying? This happened here.
Yeah, one thing. I'll tell you a few. One was when we honored Flame and he gave his speech. Flame delivered a powerful speech, a profound speech that I believe is relevant even more today than it was prophetic.
Then. Prophetic. Yes. You need to repost that joint. We're real talk.
Oh yeah, I posted it the other day. And it's something that I will continue to post because it's something that I believe, especially those who are in Christian hip hop, they need to hear that word. You know what I'm saying? Because it was an impartation into the movement. You know what I'm saying? To say, hey, I mean, he ended it by saying, let's keep the main thing. Long live Christian rap. You know what I'm saying?
It was fire.
Yeah, that man.
Was a speech.
So that was one.
Yeah.
That was one. When Canton Jones closed out that year, when we honored him, that closeout performance where he had everybody on stage with him and rocked the place and ended it with a crazy worship. Powerful. Who else? There's so many, bro. Like Uncle Reese. When Uncle Reese when he first came out. And he did until I passed out. Powerful. Fire moment. When Gage closed it out that year, when he had the all-white choir, and bro, every hand was raised that year, bro. At the end, every hand was up, just giving glory to God. Again, that's just a few, but there's been so many moments, and I gotta mention this one, the cipher. That messed up the cipher for everybody else. You know what I'm saying? The cipher, for those who don't know, we used to do the cipher every year, right?
Stop saying you used to.
Yeah, well, it's been since when? It's been since about four years now that we've not done the cipher. Last time we did it was when we did the COVID one. But we did the cipher. It was Angie Rose, AI the Anomaly, YP, I can't remember. Alok, and young dude, can't remember his name, and yourself, Richard Dorfin. And it was going good. Everybody was doing their thing. And then you was the one to close it. And bro, you took it home in a way where you had the place in an uproar. I'll never forget because Jordan Armstrong, he came to New York for the first time for the KCA, And as the cameraman was panning, and this is after y'all left the stage and after y'all ripped the place, and I think Loso dragged you off the stage. You know what I'm saying? And the camera was just panning on the crowd, and it was hitting like the dudes from Track Stars, DJ Wado, and then it hit like Jordan Armstrong, and Jordan Armstrong was going ballistic. He was like, "Yo, New York, New York, son.
New York." Yo, that was a moment. That was a moment. That definitely was a moment, man. And I like that we're going down this trip down memory lane because there's more memories to come. More memories to come, and which is why the KCAs is not just an award show. You know what I mean? This is not just an award show, and there's tons of moments that happen even within the show. And this show is definitely going to be special with the lineup that we got. You know what I mean? I love the fact that we have the reggae dancehall Caribbean movement. That, you know what I'm saying? The movement is here to hit Broadway, man, and in New York, where, you know, New York is like the little Caribbean anyway. You like, you know what I'm saying? We like the little Caribbean, you know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be dope. That's why I'm anticipating. I believe like the Caribbean listen. The West Indies got something to say, and they gonna say it on that night. You best believe it, bro. Shout out to Wendy Danger. I'm excited. You know what I'm saying? And we got some surprises. You know what I'm saying? We got some surprises. I ain't gonna say nothing, but you just got to be in the building. Make sure you purchase your tickets, man. It's going down.
Yeah, man. So I mean, again, we're anticipating a great weekend. We're praying. We're preparing. You know what I'm saying? So without no further delay, let's get our first guest in the building. This brother, I believe it is his New York City debut. He can correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe it's his New York City debut. And it will be his first time touching the KCA stage. I was introduced to him. I think it was like last year, or either last year or earlier in this year, and you know, checking out his music, is doing his thing, is moving around the country. He has his own label. Hey, it's an honor to have him on the platform, and we want to chop it up with him for a few minutes and introduce him to the Real Rap 100 crowd. Give it up for our brother Prophecy.
Yeah, what's going on, family?
What's up? What's going on with you? How you doing?
Yo, talk to us. How does it feel knowing that you're gonna be on the card? You know what I'm saying, to rock out for the WrestleMania, the Super Bowl, you know what I'm saying, the World Cup of Christian hip hop.
Man, listen, it has been, and just off top, thank you for the opportunity. It's been an incredible year so far. God, he's really opened up a lot of doors, and it's one of those things that I learned early in my career where, you know, you always treat people the right way because you never know who they're connected to further down the line. And this year, I've been able to connect with Pastor Urban D, who was just on last week. Yeah. So I just did Flavor Fest in Chicago, and now I'm headed to the KCAs. So it's just a huge year, man, and really been a blessing. Yes, sir.
Awesome. So is this your first time to New York?
So great question. This is actually going to be my third time to New York.
Okay.
My first time actually got requested to perform in Harlem at Showtime at the Apollo.
Okay. Awesome.
Yeah. So I went out there, and it was about 250 contestants, and I got 6th place out of the top 10. And nice. That was back in 2019, and then they asked me to come back to finish out early 2020, and then COVID came and shut everything down. And I was like, no, but you know, it was okay. God bless. And then the second time, I actually went out there. One of my best friends is out there, so I just went out there for a little family trip, little getaway. But this will be my third time coming to New York.
Dope. So when you did the Apollo, was you doing Christian hip hop or was it secular?
Oh no, I've always been a Christian hip hop artist. Matter of fact, I was the only Christian hip hop artist, the only rapper, and the only person to do their own original music. Everybody else was doing covers. So
I remember those. Yeah, I remember that back in those times. Everyone was going over there. Yeah. Dope.
So that's big to do an original and be placed sixth. You were literally in the lion den. So that lets me know you New York certified, because they will boo you at the Harlem. People at the Apollo, people come to boo. You know what I'm saying? I've been there. I've been there. I've been on that stage. They come to boo.
A couple of people went out there, man. They did their thing, and I feel like they was just getting booed just for no reason. It was a brother who did like a Gerald Levert record, classic record, and they just started going ham on him. And he did great to everybody else, but, you know, it's New York. Like, that's just what it was.
Boo birds in the building.
Right, exactly. But, you know, that's how it goes. But yeah. So it was a great time, great experience. You know, again, never been in New York, but this is my first time performing. So we're gonna go from there.
Dope. So what are you anticipating? When are you flying in? Are you flying in from the Friday, or are you gonna be here from the Saturday?
Actually, I'll be driving in. I'll be driving in. I'll be there around 1 or 2 o'clock in the afternoon on Friday.
Okay, cool. Dope. And I'm sorry, where are you driving from again?
I'm out here in Columbus, Ohio, so it's about 7 hours. Yeah.
Okay.
So
so you're making the move.
Drive. Yeah, worth the drive.
All right. Dope. Shout out to some of the people in the chat room. Shout out to Bree. Shout out to Tab. And shout out to my man Denzel too, who will be touching the stage.
All right.
Man. I'm actually gonna send you a link. So if you can jump on, you're welcome to do so. But yeah, man. So, you know, this is gonna be your first time. I'm sure. Did you hear about the KCA before?
Oh yeah. I've known about y'all for about 4 or 5 years now, and been trying to, you know, keep steady on the grind. So it's not about being noticed; it's about being placed in certain positions at the right time. You know, because sometimes, you know, if it's 4 or 5 years ago, I may not have had that record to really, you know, get me where I need to be, or not be in the right ministry at that time to be able to really make a move. You know what I'm saying? So I just thank God for the time frame. I've matured. I've turned into a businessman more, and now, you know, we can make proper moves and do it the right way.
Right. So you have your own label, right?
Yes,
Real music. Yeah. So do you have other artists signed to your label, or is it just you?
Yes. So we have 3 clients that we manage, and we have 3 other artists that are actually signed. And we actually just finished our tour back in the summer. We typically do a tour between the end of May, first week of July. We've been doing that for about 4 years now, and primarily from here going down south. We did have an opportunity to go out to the Atlantic Antic Festival out there in Brooklyn, but it unfortunately ended up getting rained out. So, you know, we had to reset on that. But yeah, we have a full-fledged label, full service, and we go from there.
Dope.
Sir.
Well, yeah, we're looking forward to having you. I'm glad you're gonna be here for the weekend.
God bless.
You know what I'm saying? And you know, KCA for me is just more about a celebration of the CHH and, you know, urban kingdom culture, you know. And I think what makes the KCA unique is that, you know, we've not just given a piece of our stage to Christian hip hop and urban gospel artists, but this stage belongs to Christian hip hop. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I feel like when people come, that what the experience is, they experience an authentic stage, an authentic event. You know what I'm saying? And I think it's always a great balance, because yes, they get the Christian hip hop, they get the music, but people who are not really hip to what's going on, when they do come, I think what really impresses a lot of people is that, hey, this is ministry and the Spirit of God is here.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
There's ministry. Sir. So it's a great event, man, and we're just praying and just trusting God, you know, that everything will be a blessing and we'll get the turnout that we want. But most of all, our prayer is always that the Holy Spirit will headline the event. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, man.
It's always great to be able to perform, at least in my experience, it's always great to be able to perform a place where you feel like you at home. I've pretty much performed any and everywhere in my career. And when you go to a church or a venue and you know it's geared specifically for what's in your lane, it's like, for me, I get an extra boost of energy. And I'm like, oh, you know what? You know, this person over here, they may not have their hands up, but I got to make sure that I focus on them because they need to hear this message. Everybody else over here, they going wild. I get that part, but let me focus on this right here. And it never fails. It always happens after the performance. I'll get a grandmother or a mom or somebody to come up and just be like, you know what? I don't really listen to hip hop, but I like that message. I like your music. I need 2 CDs for my grandbaby. How do I download this? You know, right. Okay, all right. I got you, grandma. Let's go over here and talk. You know, but yeah, it's always great to be able to, you know, perform in a place that's homey, that home feel. So thank you for providing the opportunity, man. Truthfully.
Yeah, and thank you for just, you know, being a part and, you know, just being willing to come through and just grace the stage too. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate every artist. We appreciate everybody, especially those who make the sacrifice to come and be a part of it. Because one thing that has been most frustrating to us over the years is feeling like we've created the people who we created the platform for, feeling like they don't support it the way that we believe they should. You know what I'm saying? And that can be and has been frustrating at times. But we thank God for all the support that we do get and that we have got, because, you know, I would say we got more support than, you know, those who have kind of stood on the sideline. You know what I'm saying? Right. That's why we've been able to build a resume that says, hey, look at all of the people who have graced the platform. You know what I'm saying? And it validates. Absolutely. Yeah.
And thank you for taking it further outside of New York. Because I know there's a lot of platforms and a lot of award ceremonies and you know, things of that nature that tend to stick to their home area, and that's fine. You know, more power to you. But thank you for sticking to, you know, reaching outside, because, and I'll speak for myself, we don't have anything like that here in Columbus, Ohio, or in Ohio, period. So to be able to still be on the East Coast, you know, we're right here in the Midwest. That's a big deal to us. It should be. I know a couple of years ago, y'all honored K-Drama, you know, and I just performed with him at the Gospel Hall of Fame Awards back in April. So, you know, just to be able to do that and then see this man win that, and then this is like, oh man, you know, I have hope.
Yeah. Like, we got eyes. We got eyes on you. But it goes to show, like, you know, the Kingdom Choice Awards is for the kingdom. You know what I mean? Yes, when we support kingdom, you know, and even in hearing you, you know, you are here because you are kingdom, you know, and I hope that everybody that's even listening and they're tuning in, you know, even if they haven't heard your music before, this is your time. This is your time to like introduce us and show us what goes down in Ohio, what Ohio sound like. You know, we know K-Drama, you know what I'm saying? But you are the fresh young blood that we need to, like, you know, to spearhead and carry on the legacy of Christian hip hop and what God is doing in your city, in your town, and in your worldview, man. So I'm definitely excited to hear you, see you touch the stage, and in hearing you speak with a lot of wisdom. There's a lot of maturity, you know, in your lot of your responses and answers. I want to ask you this: if there was somebody that's tuning in, because you know this is going to hit YouTube, hit social media, and somebody sitting there like, man, I wish that could be me, or I'm starting out in Christian hip hop. I'm a big fan of this person. I could do what they do, or one day I'm gonna hit that stage. If there was one piece of advice that you have learned throughout your Christian hip hop journey, or something that you always keep at the forefront of your mind while you're doing this, you know, by all means, please share that with the listeners, you know what I mean? So they can come through with some jewels, you know what I'm saying? Some kingdom jewels to walk away with, man.
I say the first thing for me is the phrase quality over quantity. I love to have records that stand out. When it's all said and done, I want to have 20 records that are just nonstop back-to-back hits. I don't want to have 100 records where you have to siphon through and choose like, oh yeah, this one's okay, or this one's okay, or this one's cool. So quality over quantity. I know a lot of artists will turn around and say, hey man, I need to put out this mixtape or this EP or this LP. And it's like, well, that's fine. But if you just came out with 3 really great records that showed your versatility, you can literally rock that the entire year and like really make a push in your career. That's the first thing. The second thing is gratitude. You got to be grateful for where you at, man. You got to be grateful. I have, like I said before I performed in barns, I performed in clubs, churches, all types of venues, and every single time it's a blessing. So you got to be grateful. And then the last thing I would say, and this is probably most important, really, is consistency, man. Consistency. I've been doing, like you just said, hey, K-Drama was doing it. Now you coming up, like I had cousins that went to high school with him. We're both from Cincinnati. I just moved up here to Columbus and started my company here. So to see him go that long and then see other OGs like Precise and Pastor Urban D, clearly there's something in the word consistency because these men have been doing it for so long. I want to be like that. I want to say, hey man, 25 years deep, I started off here and now I'm over here. You know what I'm saying? So, if you keep that as your foundation, of course, with God and mix in some great records, man, you can do anything. You know what I'm saying?
Man. Solid.
That's dope. Well, that's dope, bro. Again, we've had a couple brothers from Ohio, you know what I'm saying? D-Mob, I believe, was the first brother.
D-Mob.
D-Mob. He came here one year. I never knew much about him, but bro, when that dude touched, because he did the pre-show and the main show that year.
Nice.
Him and Big Phil. And when I tell you, when I seen that dude go off, I was like, all right, Ohio got something.
You know what I'm saying? Don't play.
Yeah.
But yo, Prophecy, thank you for taking the time out to jump on. We're looking forward to seeing you in the NYC next week. And yeah, man, it's going to be a blessing. Keep the event in prayer. We're praying for you too, brother. You know what I'm saying? Yes. And yeah, bro, stay up. All right?
No problem. Thank y'all so much.
Much love, King.
All right,
All right.
Ready.
All right, man. So that's Prophecy coming in from the Midwest. He will be heading to New York City. Listen, all roads leads to New York next weekend, bro. We got people coming from the West Coast. You know what I'm saying?
We all in there.
We got the down south. You know what I mean? We got everybody coming. You know what I'm saying? So
Jamaica,
listen, tell a friend to tell a friend.
Trinidad.
Yeah, Trinidad. You know what I'm saying? Stop playing. Yeah. But listen, we got a couple more people backstage. Real quick, I want to get this brother on I want to get him on real quick and get him off real quick because it's his birthday. You know what I'm saying? And he took the time out to jump on. Shout out to C4 Cortona in the chat. You know what I'm saying? Salute, my brother. Yeah, we got to get you on there next week, bro. We got to get you on there next week for real. But yeah, without no further delay, this brother is someone who I call the Christian hip hop ambassador. You know what I'm saying? Because this man, I don't care where the event is. If it's Christian hip hop and you pull up, you will see him. You know what I'm saying? He rocks with everybody. There's no politics in this guy, man. You know what I mean? He shows love to everybody.
Solid brother.
And I really, admire him and salute him as just a solid brother. So yo, give it up for my brother Chris G.
What's going on, family?
You look like you're at an event right now. Who performing?
Yo, he's celebrating. Happy birthday.
Right now, you see, I'm outside.
Yes, sir.
I'm outside.
That's what it is.
You know what I'm
You
saying?
definitely
So,
outside. You
salute
stay
to you,
outside.
brothers. Outside here at the famous Patricia's over here.
Yeah. So yo, Chris, I ain't gonna hold you too long because I know you out celebrating, another year around the sun. God bless you, bro. May God bless you to see many more. You've been coming to the KCA for a few years, and you're actually a part of the team now. You know what I'm saying? How you feeling about this year?
This year, man, I'm feeling encouraged and just blessed because you know, I've seen the KCAs evolve over the years, and the word I've been hearing a lot is excellence. You know, it just kept growing more in excellence, and I believe as a genre, you know, people are watching us all the time, and excellence is something that always sticks to me all the time. And being a fan and following it since 2016 to be, you know, it's been I've been seeing it grow, and but you have to be there to experience it. And I believe the art has evolved, the music has evolved, but the excellence is what I've been noticing the most. It's just they're coming harder, you know. I mean, more. I mean, just more gritty, and also just, you know, their art and their performances are just, you know what I mean, in my opinion, are matchless, you know, from what I have seen outside of the world, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
Solid.
Yeah.
Solid, man.
Nah, that's what's up, man. That's what's up. Again, yeah, like, you know, this year we've been working hard, as usual, as a team.
Yep.
And the production is always something, you know, we always try to step up. Because I'm a big believer in, you know, if we're doing it for God, if we're doing it for the kingdom, then we should be doing it at a level that represents Him. You know,
Absolutely.
And I think even the genre of Christian hip hop and this urban kingdom movement, over the years, because of lack of resources and even finances, we have been forced to become self-sufficient. You know what I'm saying? So because of that, I believe that some of the dopest producers have evolved out of that. You know what I'm saying? Some of the dopest, you know, film directors and video directors, people like Will Thomas, people like me. You know what I'm saying? Stuff. I mean, and we've become so self-sufficient, and I believe that, you know, if certain people who are on a major level were exposed to what we are doing with the minimal finances and, you know, even resources, I think they would be blown away, bro. Like, hey, we're doing what we're doing with $1 million budget, but yet these people are doing what they're doing with, you know, maybe $15,000-$20,000 budget. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But they're making it work, and they're executing it at a level that is just as good.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So that's a blessing,
the
bro.
energy, the explosion, the energy. It's all there. The impact, you know. I mean, if you're sitting in the front row, which I'm always in the front row.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where you need to be. You know what I'm saying?
I do need to be. But it's just you really see the intention, you know, and how they're really taking their craft more seriously. You know what I mean? For those who take it seriously, right? And again, when they hit these platforms and, you know, these opportunities like the KCAs, it just blows my mind, because so when I share with people, they're like, is that a concert? Is that a Christian concert? And like, I'm like, yeah. It's like, wow, like that's top notch. That's wow, they're really good, or she's really good. Like, wow. And it goes back to what you're saying. It's just when they get exposed to this, they say, wait a second, hold on, this is kingdom. Like, you know, this exists. And that's actually the conversations I have every day, a lot of times with my coworkers and things like that, where I'm like, hey, listen, come and see. You know, kind of like when you tell people about Christ, come and see, you know, come and see.
Yeah.
Come and see, you know, and that's the best way I can put it.
Give me one of your most memorable moments. Or maybe you can give me two memorable moments that you had.
I think it was the one with, if I remember, you were guys doing a battle rap cipher, and I believe that was with the brother Loso and Saga.
Oh, when Saga, yeah. Loso and Saga, they had that battle when they battled.
Historic.
And I brought a lot of people that night, and with the brother King, C King.
Yeah.
And I can tell you and I'm honest, when I was experiencing all that, I literally felt like I was in a movie. Like I literally felt like there was a movie. Like, is this a pay-per-view? Is this something that needs to be,
That's one of the moments. That was a moment.
What is going on here? And I said, hold up, this is not happening. You know what I mean? And again, it was a memorable moment. And when people were right behind me and who I brought, all I can hear them is screaming their lungs out, like, oh my God. And people who never came to church or anything, they're like, oh my God, he's hilarious. Oh my God, did he just say what he just said? And it's like, it was just back to back. And I'm just like, I'm experiencing this like right in front of my face. I'm like, is this really happening? Like, wow. So, I mean, just that energy, man. You know what I'm saying? So that's one of my favorite moments. You know what I'm saying? And then the second one was, I believe, with the brother Flame when he gave that speech.
Yeah. Marcus was definitely talking about that.
I just talked about that. Yeah.
And it has stuck with me for a long time, and it just kind of gave me the vision and the reason why I wanted to continue to come and to continue to support and and see how it grew over time. And I still want to see it keep growing. But that speech really hit home. You know what I'm saying? And it just kind of just really just laid out the foundation. It's like, man, this is why we're here. This is exactly why we're here, why we want to do this, so the world can see this music, this craft, this ministry, and because it is ministry. So it's just like again, man, if you're there, you're not gonna. It's like no other, And this is why I'm so happy, because my sister and her husband are coming for the first time to experience the KCAs with me. So, you know what I mean? So it's a blessing. It's a miracle. And, I just can't wait, man. I can't wait. So they can see like what we're all about and the history of it too, just like, look, this is what happens. We're trying to expand more. So, by the grace of God, I'm just grateful that I have experienced those little moments, man. It's like seeing LeBron James, you know what I mean? Like when he started his rookie year. You was him, just like you see him now. You know what I mean? I feel like I've tasted a little bit of that. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Fire.
Awesome. All right, bro. Well, listen, Chris, thank you for being you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for being you. You're a solid brother.
Definitely.
And you've earned that title of being of the Christian hip hop ambassador. It is fitting. And you've earned it, bro, because you really support the movement and you support, pretty much everybody who is doing it for the glory of God. And your heart is always, inclined towards ministry, bro, and just serving. So salute to you. Again, thank you for, just everything that you've done and contributed to our team as well and to the movement on a whole. So, bro, enjoy the rest of your birthday. I pray God bless you with many, many more years.
Amen.
Filled with health.
Keep doing God's work. You heard?
That's right. God's work. You know what I mean?
Keep doing it, man. I love y'all, man.
Yes,
Tune
sir.
in. If y'all don't go, come in. Get the tickets. Let's get it.
All
That's right. Much love, King.
Much love, brother.
All right. So that was Chris G, the CHH ambassador. You know what I'm saying? Here on the East Coast. Good brother. He will be in the building. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, man, he's definitely a voice. Like, I wish, listen, if we had more people like Chris.
I believe in cloning.
Yo,
I believe in cloning. Like, listen, I don't know what the Christian view is. I believe in cloning because certain people, we need to get if we get like 30 of him, we taking over the nation.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm telling you, you get 30 Chris's.
What?
That's it.
Your team is winning.
CHH East Coast is on fire.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Range, the artist in the building. You know what I'm saying? Salute. I heard a little something about him, you know what I mean, pertaining to KC, but I ain't gonna say nothing. You know what I'm saying? We'll see what happens. Shout out to Courtney McNeil, also in the building.
What up?
Listen, without no further delay, we couldn't end this episode without introducing the man who's gonna be on the stage longer than anybody else on the show. He has the longest set.
The most important set. The longest set. He has a very huge responsibility
Because like in the past that I've told all hosts, if the show flops, it's his fault.
Your fault.
You know what I'm saying? Yo,
The ultimate
ladies and
scapegoat.
ladies and gentlemen, he is back this year by popular demand. He killed last year. He's coming back this year. Please give it up for our brother Steve Altidore. What's going on?
What up, y'all? What up? First of all, let me just say this, right? Before off the bat, we go.
Yeah.
Man, y'all backgrounds look mad crazy. Look, Marcus got mad awards and plaques and things. Rich got Black history going on in the background. I ain't got nothing blinds.
Listen,
I'm sitting back here like, man, my background look a little whack. I wanted to draw something on this or whatever, but we make it work, man.
It's all right, bro. It's all love.
What's going on, y'all?
Yeah. So how you feeling, Steve? I mean, it's your second year. I mean, how was it for you last year?
Man, last year was dope, bro. It was like, this is I do hosting stuff a lot, so this is like one of the biggest events that I hosted last year, being on Broadway. And wow, to just see the artists and interact with the art. One of the cool things about being the host is that you get to interact with the artists backstage. Right. So you get to see who's who, right? Yeah. And it's so beautiful to see artists that are the same on stage as they are backstage. The same kind of humbleness that you feel. My man, I love Range. Right. The same dudes and women that use the same women of God and men of God that you see on the stage are the same men and women of God that you see on backstage, and just the humbleness that everybody brings, man. It was so wonderful. It was like a dope experience, and I'm just waiting for this year. I'm so excited for this year.
Dope. So let me ask you this: as the host, do you feel a little cheated, like from the experience? Because I do every year. I feel like I see the event, but I'm working the event, so it's almost like I feel like I don't really get to. I mean, I enjoy moments. I enjoy, you know what I mean, but it's like I'm under, for me personally, because of the job that I do. I feel like I'm just under pressure until and my best feeling is when we present that last category and we land that plane. You know what I'm saying? How do you feel?
It's like, you know what it feels like? And all three of us here are married. It's like when you get married, right? Like the day is so much pressure on you and it kind of goes by like that. But like you miss it, but you're part of it, but you miss it. You don't necessarily get to enjoy it from the perspective that everybody else does, you know, because they come in and see you and you're part of it, but there's so much pressure on you. As the host, for me, it only feels pressure. And I always tell people this, people are like, what do you mean? I only feel pressure 3 seconds before I step on stage. So any single time I do anything, there's an immense amount of pressure that comes on me 3 seconds before stage. And I'll like walk out, take a deep breath, and like I'm good. And I'll enjoy the show. So last year, because it was my first year there, it took a little longer. So maybe by like the second or third set, I felt the pressure come off and I was able to like enjoy some of the stuff. Unlike you, Marcus, that's up there in the rafters and, you know, and everything. I was able to like at times for people's performances, able to go down in the crowd and get a little bit of it. Right. I get a little bit of being able to see the stuff from a fan's perspective. But there is a little pressure there. But you know, I weave my way through it.
Yeah. And how is it? Because obviously you're seeing, you're seeing the performances, but also you're a part of the operation and what's going on backstage, and you know it's a lot. How was that like experiencing that part of it for your first time?
It was, you got to get on the train or you get left. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it becomes a part of, all right, you can't kind of like be mesmerized by what's happening backstage or almost be like a deer in headlights. You got to be able to like just take it in and be like, oh, this is dope. This is cool. All right, where do I fit in the machine? So that way the cog, the machine can, what cog do I play so the machine can keep going and keep rolling so I can make it better. But it's an experience that is so dope to see. When you see the work that happens behind the stage, like, you know, it's funny when people always talk about, when preachers preach about the body of Christ, they go, who wants to be a hand for Jesus? Who wants to be the arms of Jesus or whatever like that? You forget that there are muscles and there's a liver, there's a heart, there's a spleen, there's a spinal cord, there's a brain. So people see like the skin and the arms and the legs, but I get to see the heart, and I get to see the brains of the operation. I get to see the spinal cord and stuff goes through. So it's just beautiful to see the inner workings of what happens behind the Kingdom Choice Awards, so that way you can see the outer workings. So it's dope, man.
That's fire. Let me ask you this: being a host, and I'm gonna say this, right? You know, from a person that has, you know, I've hosted, you know, a good amount of events as an artist, but I'm also an artist, you know what I'm saying? But you are the ultimate host. Like you know, and I'm speaking, I got my host hat on. Like you are a host because I can see your excitement. You know, it's kind of like we got the biggest fan and he's introducing everybody out. You know what I mean? You see the excitement, you see the passion in what you do, man. So tell us about, you know, what is it about hosting that you feel like, where does that passion comes from, you know, in your hosting and in everything you do, you know what I mean?
I think, well, strictly for just like hosting the KCAs, I think one of the biggest reasons why you see passion and you see like this joy of it is because I'm not only am I a fan of Christian hip hop, but like I said last year, I'm a product of Christian hip hop. I got a dope. I'm not gonna give my charge away, a part of my introduction today. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna give it away.
Got you. You gotta keep that. Keep that. Say that. My fault.
I'm a product of Christian hip hop, and I've been a product of Christian hip hop from the moment I got saved. If there was no Christian hip hop when I would have got saved, I don't think my walk would have been so easy, you know, per se. Because coming from, I'm from Brooklyn, urban dude, hip hop, R&B, that's all I listen to. I needed that to be with the gospel in order for me to maintain it. You know what I'm saying? But in general, anytime I host something, I just get excited about what I host because I'm in that moment, you know, and I love to see other people be happy. I love to bring smiles to people's faces. I love to do all those things. So I know that as a host, that's like my main job. You are literally the face of whatever you're hosting. And in being the face of whatever you're hosting, I want to make sure that everybody leaves with a great taste in their mouth for whatever they're dining on. You know what I'm saying? Like you can have great food, right? You go to a restaurant, you can eat the best meal of all time. But man, if the waiter is horrible, that's gonna taint the food a little bit.
That's fire. You know it taints your experience. Your experience is definitely tainted because of that. That's a good.
We can have the best Casey, the best Christian hip hop artists come in or whatever like that. But if the host is a little trash,
you preaching.
Man, you gonna walk away saying, "Man, that event was alright." You ain't gonna be like, "Yo, that joint's fire." That event was alright, man.
Yeah,
I try to as much. I try
solid.
And it helps me not because I don't rap. I don't do any of that. It helps me to be able to focus everything on being able to present help present a beautiful product to people, so that way they can leave, you know, with a good taste in their mouth.
Yeah, and you do it so well. Like, I mean, when you know, there's certain people. I mean, I've hosted events. I used to host like even Higher Calling when I first started out, and I hosted a few events. But you have some people who you just know that they're just gifted and talented, and they have the right personality. They have the whole package to host. And that's one thing I will say, you see, when you get on stage, you can see this guy is enjoying himself right now.
Yeah, you look like
you know what I'm saying?
You have more fun than anybody.
It has to show. It has to show. I think a good host also knows when to dim themselves and when to put the light up. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to be able to literally, as a host, my job is to say, hey, y'all, here's this blind. It's the greatest blind you've ever seen in the world. Now listen to the blind. It's not to be like, hey, y'all, me and the blind. You know what I'm saying? So it's one of those things where you have to learn how to dim and how to open and be able to feel the crowd. That's another thing too, man. Feeling that crowd and understanding where you can go with the crowd and where you can't go with the crowd. Not to say anything like crazy, nothing like that, but just, how to bring them up, how to bring them down, how to introduce them into the next act, knowing what the next act is going to be, what they're going to do, prepping the crowd for the next act. You know what I'm saying? It's all intertwined in there.
Right. So give me two of your most memorable moments.
Hosting or KCA?
KCA.
It was Rich. Rich performance was crazy last year. That performance was dope. Range's Range's performance was insane, and Range's performance was dope because I love wrestling. I love wrestling. So if you saw Range's performance last year, you saw the
intro,
quiet and the intro and all that stuff. That was so dope. Like I said, Rich Dolphin, he's bar king. You know what I'm saying? Like it was just strictly. It was just New York. It was just New York. Bro.
So New York with it.
I love it.
I appreciate that.
I'm gonna say this isn't a moment per se that was like a person performing, but I think walking out that first time and looking out into the crowd and just seeing the people there that love Christian hip hop and love this genre be there, and different churches and different Christian hip hop artists. I was like blown away. I was taken away, but I was like, wow, like I'm really at the KCA. Like this is really, really dope. So those moments like did it for me.
Dope. Well, bro, I know you're gonna do a great job. I don't second guess. I don't question your ability at all. I know you're gonna do a great job, and thank you for coming back again, and being a part of the KCA. I think we're heading towards just locking you in. You know what I'm saying?
Got a lifetime contract.
But again, I appreciate you, brother. We appreciate you for just being a part and really just coming on board and just sharing your talent, your gift. And everything that God has given to you, man.
But Marcus, let me tell you this, man. And we spoke about this. We kind of like talked about this in passing. But I want to say this on this platform so everybody can hear. There really isn't another Christian hip hop award show at all. When you really think about like Christian hip hop, there's not a Christian hip hop award show at all. And that's why the KCA is so needed. You have gospel. You got the Dove Awards, you got the Soul Train Gospel Awards, whatever like that. But really, it's 2024, and Christian hip hop is finally getting its just due from coming out of being a marginalized genre to snap, this is dope. You know what I'm saying? So it's just now starting to get that, man. To have a place where we can recognize the men and women of God that have like groundbreaking. We got Precise. I remember listening to Corey Red and Precise when I just became a Christian. You know what I'm saying? Listening to Quentin Jones, listening to Richie Righteous, listening to I got to meet the truth through this. You know what I'm saying? And it's all because of what you do, Marcus. So I want you to be encouraged, bro. And every single time I think you feel like, yo, this is the end, man, now you gotta listen. When you hear this, if this is the last one, I'm content. You just gotta look and tell, get thee behind me, Satan. Bro, you can't be talking about this.
That devil, that demon.
You gotta look. When Jesus looked at Peter and said, "Yo, get thee behind me, Satan," because we need this, bro. We need this a lot on you, I know, and you got a great team. And in any way I can help, I can help. But this truly is a blessing, man, and you are truly doing God's work. And I just want to salute you, bro, for real. And I know we're not supposed to ever give a lifetime achievement award to the founder of it, but bro, you need a lifetime achievement award from KCA. You do, bro, like for real. It's
That's the Vanguard Award, the Vanguard KCA Award. That's the Vanguard Award.
That's it. Wing or something, bro. You really, because this is ingenious, man. This is literally God's work, and you keep on going, bro. Keep on going.
Amen. Thank you, bro. I really appreciate the encouragement because it is a lot. You know, it is a lot, and my goal and vision would be to get it to a place where there's a team of people and some leaders who can come on and just carry it on. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But again, if whatever God says, because if it was down to me, bro, KCA would have been a rap a long time ago. You know what I mean? But God just won't let me go. You know what I'm saying? But again, thank you for the encouragement, bro. That's always needed. And I'll be honest, this one has been tough. Like the enemy has come from all sides, bro. But we're just trusting God and just believing that he's attacking that way because God's got something powerful to do. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
So again, bro, next weekend, all roads leads. You know what I'm saying?
New York City, I don't know where you at. I don't know what you're doing on Friday or Saturday, but it best be at the KCA Awards. And listen, I know Richard Dolphin is my guy. So Nick Pop, that's my countryman. Yo, right? Let me tell you something. I'm coming repping at the KCA as well too.
I hear you.
I'm coming repping. We in New York, baby.
I hear you.
Word.
Shout out.
We in New York. I love y'all, man. For real. Can't wait next week.
Much love to you, Steve. Stay blessed, bro.
All right, guys.
All right. Now we got one last guest, and we're gonna get him in and out of here real quick. But listen, I am so excited about this brother. I was privileged for him to play me some of his new music not too long ago, and I'll be honest, bro, I was blown away. Because every track he played was fire.
He don't
you know
miss.
What I'm saying?
He don't miss.
Yeah, yo, I'm telling you,
I've been in that car too. I've been in that car too. He played some records. I'm like, oh shoot. Oh, my bad. I know you was fire. I ain't know that fire. And you had that much fire. You know what I'm saying? For real.
Yes. They're gonna have to put some respect on this dude's name. Most definitely. But definitely one of the young warriors coming up in the movement. Loves the Lord, grounded, cemented. Please give it up for our brother Paito. What's good, kid? Brooklyn in the building.
Yo, what up?
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, we can hear you, bro.
Yo, what up?
How you doing, bro?
Good. Chilling, maintaining, man. What's good, family? What's good, YouTube? What's good, Instagram?
Facebook.
What up? Facebook, wherever we at. What up, y'all?
Yeah, we good, man. So how you feeling, bro?
Yo, feeling good. You ain't never lied about the enemy attacking on all sides. But, you know, it's been a doozy, but to God be the glory anyway. You heard?
Amen. Well, bro, as I was just saying, man, I'm excited about what you guys are going to be bringing to the KCA. You know, I'm one of the few people who has been privy to see what you're actually gonna be coming on the stage with. And bro, I'll be honest with you, bro. Your stuff gives me goosebumps, bro. Like seeing it, and it's like I feel the presence of God on that thing, and it's just so powerful for me because it's like it brings me back in what I call the golden era of CHH.
You got a golden era anointing.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because back then, when you used to go to certain events, the oil was heavy, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that, you know, the oil ain't present now. The presence and the spirit and the anointing don't flow now. But bro, it was super heavy. And bro, when I listen to your stuff, like you have a secret for me that you can't tell nobody. You know what I'm saying? Because me, you will like, I'll take you off the event. You know what I'm saying? And we'll have beef in the street when I see you. You know what I'm saying? But no, your music hits where if you're sensitive to the Holy Spirit, it's going to move you a certain way. You know what I'm saying? Like how, bro? Like, I mean, obviously you know it's the anointing, but like, how do you tap in and deliver how you deliver, bro?
How do you tap? Yo, if y'all hear noise, my son is bugging in the background.
It's all right. It's
disclaimer. You heard? How do I tap in now? It's just a vein. You find a vein and you stick with it. Like every nurse that works in a hospital, when they get that patient and they find a vein, they're able to do things intravenously. So it's like how you tap in with the Lord. Whatever you do in private, that's what the Lord's going to make public. So if you don't pray in private, it's going to show in the public. If you don't, whatever you don't do in the private, you know, whatever's in the dark comes to light. So whatever you do behind closed doors, you're gonna reap it. And I feel like, you know, I kid you not, my first 2 songs I caught in a Bible study at a midnight prayer. You get what I mean? I'm like, Dad, yo, I'm gonna deliver this, and I'm not being cliche. This is my body. This is how the Lord wants me to be. You feel me?
Yeah.
And certain songs, some things came off the fly with me just going into the booth, and certain songs came from like an encounter with the Lord.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
And so like I can't explain it. It just it's like I feel drawn to tears. I feel drawn to like weep because God be the glory. My road hasn't been easy like some of us, you know, and when you understand what the Lord has given you, you understand it comes with a fight. When you understand your stance and your posture and being a child of God and being that man of God, you understand that it comes with a fight. You know, Christ didn't die on the cross when he was nailed, didn't die on the cross when he was being whipped. He didn't die yet. You feel me? While he was hanging, he had to say some words before he passed. And then give up the ghost when he gave it up. You feel me? And there's some things that we all got to just give up. And I feel like what the Lord wants to do with what the movement that you have, just keep it more spirit filled and spirit driven. Because a lot of people, we know we need the bop, we need the That's why I like certain artists. Like shout outs to MTM Isaiah, shout outs to Range, shout outs to a lot of artists out there. Rich, shout outs to a lot of artists out there. You know, shout outs to you guys because you see the level of grace, you see the level of what the Lord is doing. And it makes you want to be like, Lord, I don't want to be like people that say they for you and they live a life that's not for you.
Right.
You feel me?
Right. Yeah.
And I try to let that exude through my music.
Yeah. So, well, it's felt, bro. It is felt like, yeah. I feel it.
No, and you know what's crazy? I'm getting a moment right now because I remember like when seeing, I know you gonna remember this probably. I remember you in the back of your aunt's church where I used to work at, and I didn't even know you was like, yo, I'm thinking about rapping. Yo, check this out, da da da. And you know what I'm saying? You was freestyling, giving bars, and it was like battle bars. But I'm like, okay, all right, bro, like cook up. He's I'm thinking about messing with these joints. Yo, I got this joint that I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying? And you were just getting into the studio, or you had some samples or maybe some beats that you wanted to rock to. So to see you from there, you know what I mean? This was before you recorded anything. You know what I mean? This is pre-bow, pre-melodies. You know what I'm saying? I think melodies probably came a year later. You know what I'm saying? Because you was battling to go from there, right? And from seeing you battle, like, you know what I'm saying? So seeing you being there, seeing you battle, right? Seeing you in nights when we worship, like, you know what I'm saying? When to see you from there, and now I'm over here like, yo, Kingdom Choice Awards, yo, my man rocking. You know what I'm saying? Seeing my man rocking, like, and I was just like, and I remember saying this to you, man. Like, I think it was the year before last, when Truth brought you on stage because you was dancing and bopping, right?
Oh, yeah.
You know, Truth brought you on stage, and I remember saying to you, I was like, yo, I think they played bow. I think the DJ played bow. I believe so. Or I was like, nah, bro, you get ready for the stage. I said, get ready for the stage. And you just gave me a look. And I'm like, yo, get ready for the stage. So it's an honor to see your growth. You know what I mean? I feel like I have front row seats to see what God did. Because you and I know there was plenty of things that could have derailed this moment. You know what I mean? But
You know,
God.
and I'll share it. And I'll share it. Like, I dealt with depression. That's why I haven't released any music for a little bit, because I was dealing with depression and suicide. And there was a point last year where I was sitting on my couch here, and I looked at my wife and son. I was getting ready to slit my wrist and stab my throat or whatever, right? And all I heard was a still small voice, and that voice was just like, fight. Out of all the noise I was hearing, that was the loudest voice. And hey, God, I give you glory. And all I heard was fight back, fight back. And I said, all right, God, fight back. And I fought back. And I said, all right, Lord, if this is what you want me to do, make a way for me. If this is what you really want me to do, if it's this music, make a way. If it's whatever it is, make a way, because I'll do it. I'll do it for you. And sorry, my wife is teaching my son words.
Bro, you good. You good, bro. You good.
My sat there and I just thought about, like, sometimes my bishop, shout out to you, Pop, Bishop Courtney Bradley, shout out to you, Pop. He said, some individuals would never come into who they are once you be obedient and you become who you are. You need to be in God. Because there's a demographic that belongs to Marcus. There's a demographic that belongs to Rich. There's a demographic that belongs to me. And if I'm always stuck in comparison and thinking that I gotta be this way, I gotta rap this way, I gotta sing this way, I have to shift an atmosphere this way, then I'm not being who the Lord called me to be. But then now, once I become me, you know, who God has engrafted me before the foundations of the earth, then now there's a demographic of people and souls that are attached to what God has called me to do. It may not be 1 million, but it may be that 10,000 that's going to shift the nation. So I got to make sure I become who I am, the Lord calls me to be, to shift 10,000. And when I came over the spirit of depression and spirit of suicide, sometimes every now and then it creep up to see, if there's vacancy, but ain't no vacancy. You feel me? And I feel so encouraged. Yo, when I mean to tell you, I feel so encouraged. And I've been quiet. I can't wait for you guys to hear all this music. I've been quiet and I just been working. And and I feel like the Lord has been telling me, oh, not yet. Wait. I was supposed to release my new single August 30th, but so much is going on. I was being hasty, and God was just like, not yet. Like there was a roadblock in every area, mixing, mastering, can he contact this person, I'm like, what is going on?
I've been there.
I'm like, Father, is it me? Like, what? And then the Lord said, yeah, it is you. You need to be obedient. And I want to encourage everybody, whatever the Lord is doing with you, be obedient. Never be too hasty. Never be in a rush. Yo, even though we don't have time is of essence, but be steadfast, slow pace. God got it. Slow cook. For me right now, it's a slow cook, but it's gonna be fire. But it's a slow cook.
Amen. Bro. I admire that about you, bro. I admire that you're in tune with God's voice. You know what I'm saying? And you're not distracted, because bro, there's a ton of voices that we're hearing all the time. You know what I'm saying? That the voice of peer pressure. You know what I'm saying? That say, yo, look at what Range is doing, or look at what 1K Fuse doing, and look at what this one's doing. Yo, I need to do what I gotta do, because look at all this good stuff that I got. But the fact that when you have that moment of feeling hasty, but you could hear God saying, relax, bro, chill, fall back. That, bro, it's priceless. Because a lot of times, and I've done it. I've had times when I've gone ahead of God in a particular thing, but I heard God's voice, but I kind of kept going, and then fell into a little ditch, and then God was like, "Bro, I told you." You know what I mean? Right, but in His mercy and His grace, He'll pull you out the ditch and say, "All right, learn from this, my guy. I told you go left, but you continue to go right. I was telling you not to go left because I saw the ditch." You know what I'm saying? So, bro, I admire that. And the fact that you are so in tune with God's voice is just, hey, bro, you can only win. You can only win.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? But listen, I ain't gonna keep it too long, because we'll start going deep and then break out into worship.
I know. And I know I feel led to do this. So, every time I come on, I feel led to just say a word of prayer. And I just, I just want to say a word of prayer. And Father, I thank you and I bless your name. I thank you for Marcus, Rich Dolphin, the whole KCA staff, and the artists that are coming, that are nominated, that are winning awards, that may not have win awards. Father, those who are attending, coming near and far. Father, I decree and declare, let there be a level of grace, a level of capacity. Lord, because if there's no capacity, Lord, you can't do much in Nazareth. But if there is capacity, miracles, signs, and wonders shall follow. So, Father, I pray, God, that you will move by your spirit, run down on the enemy and run out the enemy. And give us feet like Elijah, that he was able to outrun the chariot. So, Father, we thank you and we glorify your name. We reverence you and we bless you. And thank you for the mighty move of God that you're going to have next Saturday on the 28th. In Jesus' name, amen. Yo, I love you, man. I love you, gang. For real. Yo,
all day, every day, Paito. It's your season. It's your season, bro. And you've been through a lot and you pressed through, you know what I'm saying? And there's glory on the other side of that. You know what I'm saying? Glory. That's all I'm saying. My guy.
I said this last week. I was saying this 2 weeks ago, and I'm going to say it again. You know what I'm saying? Yo, I appreciate you having a performance of the night, man. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it, man. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to one of those moments, bro. We've been talking about moments. We've been talking about what was your favorite moment? What was your KCA moment? Because everybody can perform dope, but can you have a moment on that type of platform? That's different. You know what I'm saying? That's different. And I appreciate the fact that in advance that you gonna give us one of those moments, man. So salute to you, man.
Yo, listen, I'm giving it up to God. If it happens, it happens. If it don't, it don't. All I hope is God gets the glory. You feel me?
Do you and let God do you?
Every demon bow and everything be lifted and give God glory. You heard?
Amen.
Run down on the enemy. We not on demon time, but we on God time, and it's the right time. You heard?
Let's go.
I love you.
We on kingdom time. You heard? All right. Yeah, man.
Yo, salute to the homie Paito.
He from Brooklyn.
Yep, such a blessing to the movement, and always, you know what I mean, when he jumps on this platform, it's always something special. He brings that ministry. Shout out to Boxing Bully in the chat. Salute to you, King. But we're about to wrap it up. We're over time as usual. But
not too much.
Hey, yeah. Hey, again, great convos. Shout out to those who jumped on in the chat. And shout out to those who will watch the replay. We're approaching the KCA. We're just over a week away. As of tomorrow, it's officially a week because the weekend kicks off next Friday, live from Church City, USA. Shout out to Pastor Rich and the whole Church City family. And So You Think You Got Bars will kick off the weekend the following day. All roads leads to Broadway, New York City Symphony Space for the 2024 Kingdom Choice Awards. And we're trusting and believing that it is going to be a blessing and that we're going to experience a move of God. Man. You know what I'm saying? So listen, this is Real Rap 100, where we have real rap and we keep it 100.
Let's go. You're ready.
Yes, sir. Make sure, listen, next week we're gonna be back. And we're gonna be giving away a couple of tickets. You know what I'm saying? So y'all definitely need to tune in. And if you know somebody who ain't got the bread, tell them. Pull up to Real Rap 100 next week.
And because
you might get them 2 tickets.
Come through fasting. Come through fasting. You know what I'm saying?
And how I plan to do it is post the link so that you can actually come on live. So I'll post it in the chat and then y'all can come on live. For those who have the answer for whatever question that we have, you're gonna jump on live with us and give us the answer. And if you flop, you're gonna flop in front of everybody. So don't jump on if you ain't sure. You heard?
No doubt. No doubt.
Right. Well, listen, much love to y'all. Real Rap 100, where we have real rap and we keep it 100. God bless. Yeah.
This is Real Rap 100, where we have a real rap and we keep it 100. Hosted by Marcus Hall.
God, this is your moment.
There's nothing like the Kingdom Choice Awards on the planet.
Hey, what's good, y'all? It's the kid, Jared Sanders, a.k.a. Mr. Hope is Dope, a.k.a. Mr. Talk to Me Nice, a.k.a. all that good stuff. Anyway, I'll be back in New York, September the 28th. Ain't you excited? What you talking about, man? What? You not hype enough for me. I'm not feeling the lack of hypeness that you need to be having. I'm touching base back in New York for the first time in 5 years. Y'all need to be excited as me. Salute to the KCAs. Salute to everybody that recommended the homie for best lyricist and for best album. I can't wait to show what I got. I'm gonna be touching the stage. I got a whole bunch of crazy stuff planned for y'all, man. But I really appreciate the KCAs for inviting the kid back out. It's never, ever, ever an inconvenience. Salute to y'all. I'll see y'all September the 28th.
No creative player, don't try to play me. I'm rocking with Hova, but not a Jay-Z. I think of the level he on, and I say I'm an underachiever like Bron and AD. Told me to...
Yeah, this your boy Rick Montero here to let you know. Saturday, September 28th. Kingdom Choice Awards, biggest night in CHH. If you've been there in the past, you already know how we putting it up. Make sure you hit the site, get your tickets on time, and get ready. Cause these Christians ain't running, no.
Won't play fit when it come to deliverance. We cast allegiance to demons, stone cold and belligerent. Let them know what the business is, stand firm. It's 66 slugs in this clip, boy, that bang burn.